Hey coin collectors, Dan the Collecting Man here. Today we're going through one of the big key documents that have just been released for 2024 and 2025 annual mintage report. This is where we find out what the final mintages were out of the Royal Mint. So I had to chase this one up. It took them a while to actually put it on their website, and the day after I sent an email, they finally updated it on their website. So there's some pretty good mintage numbers in here. So I'll go through all the key coins that were released within that financial year and some of the key ones that I think are going to increase in value due to the lower mintages, and ones that we're probably looking out for to see what was what. So I've got all the coins here and we'll go through some of the key ones. I've highlighted the king coins. I'm not going to go through every one individually. But first off, we go into ones that were actually released into circulation. So these are the ones that within this financial year, I've highlighted the key colourful ones that people like to see. So we start off with the Torres Strait Islands one, which is this coin here. This is the one that was sent into circulation, and we ended up having a mintage of just over 2 million. So a little bit higher than I expected for a coloured $2 coin. But as we can see there, that's a mintage of 2 million. And then we go down to the war animals. This is the purple poppy one that we saw. That's this one here. I ended up getting this one just in the roll. I haven't got it individual like that. But this is the purple poppy that was released in 2024 as well. And as you can see here, we've got a mintage of just over 2 million as well. So both of these are in the 2 millions, which is, like I said, for a coloured $2 coin, is pretty high. Then we go over here to the 50 cents. So this is the NAIDOC one that was released. So only just 1 million. So that's these ones here. The NAIDOC 50 cent coins. You can see here, the non-coloured one in the satchels. It's only 1 million. So that's a little bit of a lower mintage on that one for a 50 cent coin. So not too bad for that one. So now we go into the more special edition coins, the ones that people like to have a look at. So this is the $2 uncirculated Paris and Paralympic ones. These ones here, so we've got the coin set here, and this is the Paralympic coin one itself, the uncirculated condition. So this one here, the Paralympic one, was set to be minted at 50,000. It was minted at just below that. And same with the uncirculated set. It was set to be 75,000. And they've gone just a little bit below on that one. So won't change the price at all, I don't think, for those ones there. Then we go down to the blue one. Now this one kind of surprised me here. So we've got the silver bluey one. I'm pretty sure that was in the last year's report, but we've got 2,500 minted. So I thought that was already in last year's report. So I don't know if they've done it again or what's happened, or they've just reprinted it. But then we've got the 3 coin uncirculated set $bucks, which was this one here. That was very, very collectible. Now again, I'm pretty sure this was already in last year's annual report. I'm happy to be proven wrong, but I'm surprised that they've reproduced it or re-put it in the actual report. The next one here, we've got the purple poppy war animals. This is the silver one. So that's the silver proof coin with a mintage of 7,500, and that ended up being at 7,500. And then we've got the roll of the purple poppies, which is, I just showed you there, the purple poppy roll. So that's this one here, and this one was minted at 15,000. So that would be 15,000 rolls, so 25. So only 15,000 of these rolls in this condition. So this would be the key one, which is a pretty good, nice low number for that one, but I'm not sure how many people have been chasing that one. And then there's also the little bag with 5 coins in there. That's normally for little coin show, so 45 of those. So there's been quite a few of those purple poppies released. And then you've also got the special limited edition P and C at 11,000 there. Move down, there's nothing key there that's here. So we've got more bluey coins again in circulation. So they've talked about another 6,500 for those ones there. And then the 10 coin bluey set at 157,500. So I'm pretty sure that's a continuation from last year, because I'm sure they would have minted more than that, but who knows, if that might be the final mintage of 157, which is, they sold out within days, even though they were unlimited. Then we go over here, so we've got all the AFL ones with all the key mintages there, nothing fundamental there that I can see. They've got the Lunar Year of the Dragon. So that's a proof coin, only 4 of those were made. I think that's in the following year. And we've got the NAIDOC one. This is the one that's on the card. So it was meant to be 50,000. They've only done 42,000. So that's this one here, the coloured uncirculated condition. So as you can see on the bottom, it's got 50,000, but they've only produced 42,000. So a little bit lower. Like I said, I don't think that's going to make it any more collectible personally. Got the Cop & Co one. This one was only made to 30,000, where the mintage was meant to be 37,000. So that one came in quite a little bit lower. Then we go through some of these other key coloured coins here, the 20th anniversary of the Green Sheep and all those. Nothing that I was personally interested in. A couple of more bluey ones, P&Cs again. So we've definitely got a lot more bluey coins on here. We still go on with the bluey ones. And you've got the premium rolls. So these are just your standard coins in the premium rolls. And then we go here to the 50th anniversary of Countdown. Again, we've got a lower number. So this is this one here. I love this design. I think it's absolutely amazing. So mintage was stated on here is 50,000, and we end up only being 42,000. So quite a bit lower there. And then we finish up with the 2024 coins here, where we've got the uncirculated Paris Olympic satchel, which is those ones that went into, I think it was these ones here off memory. So it must be this one here, the Paris Olympic satchel. And then we start off with the Steam Giant ones. So we've got these ones here. So it says only 500 and 502, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot more of those made. So then maybe they're the special edition ones that came in the set. And then we go into this award. So this is the 6 coin proof set for 2025. So currently only 16,500 be made, but we're still in the year, so they do potentially produce that. But at least it started at 16,000, which is pretty high for a proof amount. A couple of the year of the snakes coins that have come out, the $1 and the $2. And then we go down to the Tooth Fairy card, which a lot of people like to get, which is this one here. So this is the Tooth Fairy. I know the very first year when it initially got released, it had a very low mintage, but as you can see here, it's at 30,350, so that's pretty high. And then we've also got this 4 coin set. This is the one here for the 60th anniversary of the Royal Australian Mint. So currently they've produced that many. Now I haven't seen any more being available, so I don't know if they're going to be producing any more of those, and I probably doubt it. So that means it looks like the final mintage on that one will be around the 20,000 mint mark. Then we go into this one here now. This one's very interesting. So this is the special counter stamp uncirculated one with the S for Sydney. Only 8,130 are made of those. So that's a very low number indeed. So that's, I've got a whole bunch of them actually. So that's these ones here where it's got the 60th anniversary, and inside the 6, it's got an S for Sydney, for the Sydney show. So I've got, I think I've got 5 of these for the 5 different cards. So that is definitely quite low. So that will definitely add some value for that one, because I would have predicted it to be a little bit higher than that. So 8,000 is a pretty good number. Then this is where I get a little bit of confusion, because as you'll see as we go down, there's so many different types of this uncirculated Australian Open. So we've got these ones here, which I'm pretty sure is just the generic Australian Open coins. It's got uncirculated, it doesn't say men or women coins. I'm not sure which one is that. It just says Privy Mark coin uncirculated, so it doesn't stipulate if it's men's or women's. And then we've got here the Privy Mark uncirculated, and then it says women's. So I think that's a mistype. That one should be men's and it should be women's, because they're both at the same amount. Now you notice how it says P&C, so I'm pretty sure that means that's these ones here. So these came in these little kind of covers here that you open up, and they did have the little envelope, as you can see just under the racket there, the little envelope, that's what these ones will be. So there was 105,000 of those each. But obviously we're pretty keen to know what the yellow ones were. So this is obviously the men's and women's ones. So like I said, there's a bit of a not clear writing there. Then we go for the Aussie big thing. So we've got about 5,200. This is for the P&C edition ones. Then we go through this one here, which is the Women's Weekly one. So this is all the $1 coins. So we've got around 15,000 of those have been minted there. And then we see with the $1 satchel, there's 750,000 of each of those different ones there. And there's all the different coloured designs. And then we keep going down, and then we've got, again, this is the $2 Australian Open. So this one doesn't have the privy mark on it. So I think that is the actual P&C. So the actual P&C coins didn't have a privy mark, and they're 10,000 each. But it's this one here that I think is the key one that is lower than I expected, and that's for these ones here. So we've got these two coins here, which we're looking, I'm guessing, at these two here. So we've got the Australian Privy Mark uncirculated coins, Australian Open Men and Women P&C, as I mentioned before, at 3,000 each. So they said it was unlimited, so that's why it makes me think it is, because normally P&Cs sometimes can be limited. And only 3,000 of these each, and as you can see, I've got 269s, so two very scores. So at 3,000 each for a coloured $2 coin, I'm going to say these are probably the lowest minted $2 coins that you can get on the market right now. So I reckon these are, personally, I mean, I'm only reading it. It doesn't say it's the yellow ones. It's very unclear, but it's the only way I can interpret it, and I'm happy for anyone else to change my opinion or point anything else out. But it looks like there might be only 3,000 of those each. So next we've got the Torres Strait Island flag. So this is the 15,000 of these. Now it says circulated, so I'm not sure what that means, because this is the uncirculated condition one. So this would be the uncirculated one, which had a mintage of 100,000, but this one says circulated. So I'm not 100% sure, because it wouldn't have gone into circulation. You had the rolls and everything else. So not exactly sure what those ones are. Maybe you can put in the comments down below which one that is. And then we've got here the P&C edition. And then over here we've got Australian Women's Weekly satchels at 1 million. And then we've got the 12 coin set. So that's this really good box that comes with all these coins here. And specifically that clock coloured uncirculated coin with only 10,988. So just off the 11,000 from those ones there. Then we go to another one that I think is also going to be really, really collectible. It's this one here. So we've got this is from the 60th anniversary of the Royal Australian Mint, but it's got a special 60 inside the 60. So as you can see here, the 60th counter stamp, 60th anniversary. Now it says on here it's going to be 5,000, but they've only made 3,169 of this coin with the counter stamp of 60. So if you have a close look inside there, there's a 60 inside the 6, which makes it a very nice low number. And then we also have some of these ones here, which is the rugby satchels as well. So there's some of the key ones there. I think it had some of the other ones like the Ander coins and some of the other coloured $2 coins. It also goes through the key ones here. Like I said, these ones here from the year set, nothing really changes, no big numbers there. So I think the key ones for me, looking at these, is these two coloured coins. They came in quite low. And this one here for me were the ones that really stood out in this set as being the lower minted ones that I haven't seen. Obviously we've got the Poppy, but this will be in the next financial year, so we won't see that one quite yet. That'll come out in the next one. But looks like from a coloured coin point of view, apart from maybe this one here, that's also in an uncirculated condition. So this one is a nice uncirculated condition here with a lower mintage because it is uncirculated. I think apart from that, these couple of coins are going to be the key ones that people are going to be very, very keen to get. So I'd love to know what you personally think, and was there any other coins that you like to get? Did you end up getting some of these ones here, some of the satchels? What are some of the other ones? I got the Ender coins as well, so those ones were on mintage at 5,000, so looking at those ones for the Ender one. I'll put a link down below of the actual document, but you can also find it on the Royal Australia Mint website. If you type in reports and find annual reports, it's the appendix to the annual report that talks about coin production, and that's normally at the end, or it's a separate document if you can look and find it there. That's definitely where you're going to see the key numbers. So again, chuck in the comments if there's something I've missed, or if there's any other coins that you've been searching for that you couldn't find within the report. It'll be very helpful for all of us coin collectors. So please give us a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. Make sure you do subscribe to Dan the Collecting Man. Like I said, I'm going to do a good review of all the coins from 2025 and go through what was my favorite and what the ones that I think were a bit of a miss for the year. And as always, thanks so much for watching and joining the coin collecting community. I'll catch you in my next video. Dan.